Hey guys, how you doing? So a quick ways of wisdom, I'm calling it. Anyway, some lessons I've learned in life, just a few of them. The benefits of being an ancient nerd, 169 years old and counting. All right, I'm just going to rattle them off, and if there's interest in this subject, I might do a full series. So, number one, know that you don't know everything. One lesson I've learned. Number two, be open to changing your ideas when new evidence presents itself. There's an old expression: the teacher appears when the student is ready. This is an old expression. I think it comes out of India, although I'm sure somebody will correct me on that. If you look at it superficially, it would suggest some sort of mystical thing. No, all it suggests, the teacher appears when the student is ready, is that when your mind is open to learning something new that might contradict a worldview you have, then you start seeing other evidence. If you've done Lizard Wizard, my course on the operating systems of the brain, this all makes perfect sense. Number three, always consider both sides of an argument. You may hear one side of an argument and it may sound extremely compelling until you hear the other side of the argument. Then things change. So this is not uncommon. So this is something I picked up in Psych 101, where they would present a court case, and you would hear one side of the court case. You know, what we'll say, the prosecutor presents their case, and the individual in question seems extremely guilty. So, oh, this guy's toast. But then you hear the defense all of a sudden go, whoa, 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 the prosecutor is wrong. So always wait to hear both sides of the argument. Number four, do not take sides. Stay objective. When you've learned in Lizard Wizard, if you've done the Lizard Wizard, when you join a team, when you take a side, your brain literally transforms your perceptions of reality. So if you want to have the most accurate picture of what's really going on in the world around you, you have to not take sides, so you can try to skirt this skewing of your perceptions of reality that your brain will force upon you. So try not to take any sides of any argument. Try not to join a particular team if your goal is to have an accurate assessment and an accurate perception of the world. Number five, real world experience always trumps theory. Real world experience always trumps theory. I've seen it time and time again in software and martial arts and business, where the theoretical masters will have an opinion about something, but it's actually not true, because unfortunately a lot of the theoretical masters never actually engaged in the real world experience, so they get lost in their academic tunnels. You don't want to go there. That's why I have people in my mentoring group, when they're learning how to code or they're freelancing or starting a business, they get into it right away. Don't spend time in analysis paralysis and tutorial hell. It's all the same thing, where you're trying to avoid just jumping into it. Comprehension comes from practical execution. It's not the opposite. People like to think that you understand the subject, then you jump into it. No, no, no. You just get your basics, then you jump into it. By jumping into it, whether it be fighting, coding, business, freelance, by jumping into it, you will gain a deep understanding of the subject. Number six, what affects the body affects the mind. So yeah, you want to protect your body, feed it healthy, natural foods, move it around, exercise, get the heart beating, build muscle. This will actually help you cognitively. Number seven, moments of stress strengthens the body as it does the mind. If you're too coddled, if your body is never stressed, your brain is never challenged emotionally and intellectually, you'll be weak. Now, continuous stress is not good, but having moments of stress, pressure on the body, pressure on the mind, pressure on the psychology will make you a stronger individual. So expose yourself to stressful moments within reason. Continuous stress is no good, but within reason, if you want to strengthen yourself. That's what weightlifting is all about, for example. Number 8, small good habits create a powerful pattern in your brain. So for example, make your bed, brush your teeth, Drop down, do 10 push-ups a day. Code 20 minutes a day. Read a little bit every day. These are good habits. By creating structure and habits, exposing your brain to moments of stress, exposing your body to moments of stress. By these having consistent good habits, it starts creating proper neural pathways in your brain, which will just make you a far more formidable individual. Number 9, the tortoise and the hare. This is an old, I think you call it a parable. Get rich quick, hacks to lose weight is all BS. The key to success is through calm consistency. Calm consistency. Think about that. Calm of mind. Calm, deliberate consistency. Number 10, you don't know shit at 20 years old, but that's okay. I didn't either. 2 realities of being young. You're very arrogant. You think what you, and you're arrogant, so you think you know everything, and the reality is you don't know much. Think about how much you knew at 10 years old versus when you were 20. And think about that disparity of knowledge and experience and perceptions of reality. Now, if you're 20 or in your teens and you're thinking about that, think about how much more you're going to know when you're 30 or 40 or 50 or 60, right? Now, it's not linear, the curve, in terms of the acquisition of knowledge, but nonetheless, you know a heck of a lot more at 30 than you do at 20, and at 40 than you do at 30, and 50 than you do at 40. Although, between 10 and 20, boy, there's a big change in how much knowledge I had. Between 20 and 30, there's a huge change, but not as much as the change between 10 and 20. Between 30 and 40, again, huge change, but not as much as a change of perception of reality between 20 and 30. You get the idea. So keep that in mind. A humble person is a wise person, and there's an effective person. Be humble about your perceptions of reality. Be ready to change your ideas based on new evidence. And if you do that, your life will be a lot more interesting and it will be a lot better. All right, I hope you found this useful. I am Uncle Stef. Check me out at unclestef.com. And if you have any questions about the topics covered here, if you want me to discuss it even more, comment below. Cheers.